Round 1. JDun versus the obstacles of life. Fight!
Time right. It's almost time, baby. You ready?
I'm so ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Now, make sure y'all hitting the thumbs up. Make sure y'all comment and let us know where y'all tuning in from. The show Get 'em to the Metaverse is about to start. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Come on, make some noise. Put some fire emojis in the comment section. It's about to be insane. It's about to be insane. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Yeah. It's called Get 'em to the Metaverse. You gotta get 'em to the Metaverse. That's Joy. That's Joy.
Hey,
Over
y'all.
there
Hey,
is
y'all.
me.
JDun.
It's me right here. It's called Get 'em to the Metaverse. You gotta get 'em to the Metaverse. Let's go.
Woo!
Hold up, hey, hold up, hey. First of all, how you feeling, JoyReign?
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the 50th episode of Get 'em to the Metaverse. Oh my gosh, we have so much to talk about, and we have an incredible guest here. But before we get into all that, you know we have to check in with JDun. How you feeling today?
Joy, you looking so good. I might wanna get it, but we gotta first do our 50th. Yeah, we gotta do our 50th. And then we can get off of this podcast and I can get a piece of yo. Oh yeah, listen, this is Get 'em to the Metaverse, the most littiest Metaverse podcast this side of Earth. Listen, you already know what the mission is. The mission is to help to make the extraordinary Metaverse an ordinary part of life with the amazing, incredible host, JoyReign, and your boy,
Some
JDun. That's right. Listen, we are amped in the building. We are excited. We about to party hard tonight. Y'all know why we about to party tonight? Do y'all understand why we about to party tonight? Because this is our 50th anniversary. Well, not 50th anniversry. Okay, let me say it like this. This ain't our 50th anniversary. We ain't there yet. But our 50th episode of Get 'em to the Metaverse. We're so excited. Joy, how do you feel to be on our 50th episode right now?
Oh my gosh, it has been an incredible ride so far. We have so much more to go. We're not stopping this train. It's going to keep on going. But to just recognize that we've been doing this 50 times, so happy. And also that you all have been here. Thank you for being here for the 50th.
Listen,
and for the ride.
We got Alex in the building. We got man, look, he got all the fire emojis. He's got
Hey
all
there,
the fire emoji. XR Rob in the building. Morgan
Hey
Gibbs
there,
in the building
XR
with the
Rob.
fire as well.
Hi,
the
Morgan.
Construct in the building. Appreciate you, fam, for tuning
Hi, the
in.
Construct.
Look, we even got a KaleahVR sighting. I don't know why she's. Maybe there's a reason. We'll see. XR Rob. Listen, y'all, we are excited, but there's a lot of things we need to talk about, and we got a special guest, so we got to get through this breaking news first. So, Joy, you want to get through this breaking news real quick?
Let's go.
All right, well then let's get into it right now. So we're gonna open up the show a little bit different. Normally we open it up with a lot of MetaQuest news, but I'm gonna put a picture up, Joy. Now tell me, what's this picture represent to you? When you see this picture, we see Joe Rogan and Mark Zuck, right? Our boy Zuck, all right? Shout out to Zuck. So he went on the Joe Rogan podcast, and we want to talk about other things that he specifically talked about on there. We want to touch on the things he's touched on when it came down to metaverse-related technologies, such as the MetaQuest or Apple Vision Pro. And so he made a comment. He said, listen, I'm going to tell you guys, you need to buy the Apple Vision Pro for one thing and one thing only, and that's media consumption. Now, this is completely different than what we heard almost a year ago when the Vision Pro came out. Mark was on record saying that he not only believes that it's a better value for MetaQuest, but it was the better device, period. But he's since changed his views and said, hey, if you have the money and you truly want to have the best experience for watching content, this is the device to get. What do you think about that, Joy?
For him to backtrack like that, like he backtracking on so many other things, but we're not going there. So for him to admit it, okay, that's a great thing for him to be the bigger man and say Apple Vision Pro is great for watching movies. That's incredible to know.
Yeah, correct.
So that's what I'm saying about that.
Joy holding her tongue on that one. Absolutely. Listen, we're not gonna get political here, but what we will say is this: that we've known for a long time that the Vision Pro is just a better experience for watching content. That doesn't mean what Meta could be building next and what could be coming next could have better lenses, better clarity, other devices that could be coming up from other vendors. More on that at another time. It could be better for viewing content, but we'll see. But in the moment, watching the Apple Vision Pro and what it could do, that's one thing that me and Joy have went on record many times to say. If you want to watch some cool content, Apple Vision Pro is the place to be. Now, we're a little bit more open-minded about Vision Pro and expect that over time, Apple, when they come into something, they don't go into it halfway. We hope over time, Apple, if you're listening, we want a sponsorship. But over time,
fingers crossed that they come with a budget-friendly version and consumer version of Apple Vision Pro.
Because we're not dropping another $3,500 again after this debacle, and we ain't gonna even talk about the Quest Pro debacle that we bring up every time because that was $1,500 each, but that's another story. So anyway, that's the news on that side. Moving right along, one positive thing for sure is that Apple Vision Pro can't do this, and that's continue to drive the price down for mass adoption purposes for XR. And that's what Meta is doing wonderfully and amazing, and we give them the good claps because, why, Joy? The 256 gigabyte Quest 3S is $50 off until February 9th. And that's huge.
Sale right now. Yes, and you can get it for, it's $350.
Yes, $350.
So $350. You can get it, the 256 gigabytes. So hey, if you got it, go get it. It's a great device.
It's a great device. And one of the things that people don't realize is that this thing does and has the same power as the Quest 3. No, it doesn't have the pancake lenses, but almost every other part of what the Quest 3 can do, it has it, and it's powerful. And mixed reality is going to have a big year this year. Last year, we kind of ended with some really cool things. Shout out to Resolution Games and Home Sports and a few other games we played. I'm bringing up Home Sports because that's a tender heart of mine, you see, because I basically beat everybody in it, but we ain't gonna talk about that at all. Look at Joy's face. Hold on, can I zoom in on
Here we
Joy's
go,
face?
lies. The lies that are being told right now.
Yeah. We gonna get back to that a little bit later in the
We're gonna get to
podcast.
it later.
Yeah, that's what we gonna do. But yeah, Quest 3S, it's a no-brainer, guys. If you have $350 for the 256, go get it. If you don't, go get the 128 gigs for $299. It is a deal and a half. I said it that way because I'm excited for more people to get into XR and to move around. We got a Mrs. Grey Wolf in the building. Shout out.
Hey
Appreciate
there,
you
Miss
for coming in
Grey
and
Wolf.
tuning in.
Woo!
Yeah, there we go. So that's the Meta Quest 3S. Now let's move along, because as we talk about mass adoption, we want to begin to see some numbers pop up. And one of the things we were excited to see is that Beat Saber just kind of made an announcement that they're closing in on almost 10 million just on Quest alone. That's not PlayStation 1, VR 1, PlayStation VR 2. That's not Steam. It's just on Quest, 10 million paid downloads. That is a huge accomplishment. And that also lets us know, just even if half of what Quest is, even if that's Quest 2, Quest 3, that's Quest 3S, if you're beginning to see those types of numbers for individual games that cost around $10, $19, $20 a pop, man, we're going to begin to see some profitable studios for VR.
Absolutely. Yes, those studios are going to be able to profit and be able to see some great growth. So that's only encouraging. So if it did it for one app, it can do it for the other. So if we have any developers looking, and any developers that may feel like their app is not getting seen right now, hold on. It may come for you. So
listen, hold on, chain coming. Okay, all right. I'm hyped, man. Y'all don't understand. This is our 50th episode. Super excited. All right, and last bit of news before we get into our apps of the week and then bring in our amazing guests. We want to talk about another thing that's making XR VR mainstream. Now, here's the thing that is kind of connected to our guest today, and we're going to explain that in just a moment. Kai Cenat.
About it.
Yeah,
we talked about it last week. Well,
no, we didn't talk about this particular thing. Kai Cenat has actually put out a video, made content on freaking IM security. All right, now here's the reality. I think he's sitting at almost 800,000 views on this. Our guest today may have some that has 6 million views on one, but hey, who's counting? Who's counting? But this is the point that we want to make. Yeah, he's going to be playing, what we talked about, Joe, was Batman Arkham Shadow. He's going to be playing some Batman games, but this kind of came out of nowhere, just out of the blue. 3 or 4 days ago, he posted this and he went live showing off playing this game. And what's crazy to think about is that XR and VR games are going more and more to the general public of Twitch streamers and Kick streamers. It's no longer just being niche. It's something that's really exciting and is developing to something big. So what do you think about that, Joy?
It's on, like, the last episode or the last podcast that we had said, we were like, somebody get Kai Cenat a Quest. And look, he goes in, he has it. But I'm so glad to see that it just exposes more people to this device who may have never seen a VR game being played. He exposed it to the masses. And so let's go, Kai.
Let's go. You look, she pushed for the good claps. We got to get the good claps. Absolutely. So that is our breaking news for this week. It wasn't a lot. We was just live on Sunday talking about all the news from CES. So go back and check that episode out if you want a little bit more of the technical things. This is everything we could find this week. But now let's get into apps of the week, and then we get to our amazing guests. So apps of the week this week, Joy. I'm on edge. I want to hear all about your app of the week. What is your app of the week this week?
So my app of the week is Dumb Ways Free for All. So people might be like, what in the world? So it's this cute little game that has mini games in it. And you get to play all these different things, and you load in and you're in this airport, and you fly to different destinations and complete small mini games on these little islands. And it is so cute. It's so fun. and I've been addicted to it. So again, it is Dumb Ways Free for All.
Okay. We're gonna give it the good claps. If it brings joy, look at that smile Joy got. Joy, go ahead and give him a quick smile.
Oh my gosh,
just give her a
JDun.
quick smile. It's a gorgeous smile. But honestly, if it brings a smile on your face, it brings a smile to me. So I've been hearing you in the room screaming and hollering at this game. So I'm gonna have to download it, check it out, and get in there, and also beat your scores because that's what we do in the Dunn household. That's what it's all about. Well, my app of the week is something really crazy I came across because for a long time, one of the biggest things we loved to see was how games coming from like flat games coming to VR. And so we had a Minecraft a long time ago for Gear VR. There was a Minecraft type VR game that you could play. It just never got ported over to Quest. And so it's been something that people have been wanting to see. Well, this is literally Minecraft in VR with building, collaboration. You can go build with other people. You can be inside the world. You can also be in mixed reality. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Okay. It's delectable. That's all I can say. When you look at the graphics, it just looks good. It has night and day. Now, it doesn't have any creatures, any monsters quite yet. It's just something that they're building on. But the point that you can build with almost every tool that's inside of Minecraft and have this gorgeous world in your room or walk into that world yourself is really cool, especially with other people. So really excited about that. Now, Joy, we're coming up on a big day, especially for people of color and just for freedom in the United States as a whole. And we wanted to make sure that our featured app of the week was something that really kind of brings back something we talked about. We're going to continue to bring up every year, and that's the Martin Luther King experience, which is the time is now. If you have not, and if you don't mind, Joy, I just want to put it on me for a second so I can say something real quick and you speak. If you have not done this experience, if you have not tried this experience, if you've ever questioned, what is it like to be in someone else's skin, take the time out, especially if you're not a person of color. And there's like I said, this show is all about exposing it to everybody, making this technology valuable for everybody. But if you're not, it's especially good to just take the time out to just watch it and go through the experience. I promise you, it literally brought tears to my eyes, Joy. I remember when we first talked about this, I actually was crying about it because there's a scene in this particular thing where there's some cops, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but you kind of have to keep your hands on the wheel. And I've went through this in real life before, where, you could be the most respectful, most honest, polite, but because your skin color is what it is, you're a threat to people. And so this is just something that I think if you take the time to look at it, you'll just have a different experience. And that's what this technology is honestly all about. It's about exposing and allowing opportunities for diverse mindsets to be shown off creatively.
Absolutely. And this game has done a phenomenal job at presenting this. And so we encourage everyone to go out and try MLK Now Is the Time app on MetaQuest. It is incredible. Go check it out.
That's right. And so, listen, that is our apps of the week. That's our featured app of the week. Joy, we about to bring in our guest now. I want to say this before we get into our guest because, like I said, this is our 50th episode. And one of the things I was really excited about as we were planning this and getting ready for this show is our guest kind of connects to the whole reason why we started this show in the first place. So let's go ahead and intro them in, and then we'll come back and talk more about that.
Our guest today is Kaleah, who is a VR content creator and mental/physical health advocate, best known for their YouTube channel, KaleahVR. Using their passion for gaming and fitness, they explore how virtual reality can inspire joy, improve well-being, and connect people in meaningful ways. VR has had a transformative impact on their own mental health, and through their fun, engaging content, they aim to share that positivity with others. So without further ado, let's welcome our special guest, KaleahVR.
That's right.
Welcome!
KaleahVR coming in. Just hit 10 million.
Oh!
Hey!
I mean,
Hey!
Hello. Hello, hello, everyone. They told
Listen,
me I had to freestyle, so I just had to give a little couple bars. Couple bars.
hey,
That's it.
Hey,
listen,
love
we are
it.
excited. We are amped. We got Kaleah in the building. Y'all know us in camp. I don't know. I messed
Oh
up
my
the
God.
flow, but I'ma go
Oh,
and I'ma keep it going on the road. I ain't slow, so I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. I'm about to go on more. I'm playing. All right.
okay,
Listen,
okay.
we
Wait a
done. We
minute, Joy.
done. Look,
Joy, you
Joy
know
got
about wait.
Joy got bars. We got
I'm not
bars,
even
but
doing
we gonna go ahead and end it, y'all. Shout out, we got Kaleah in the building.
Hello, hello. Hi,
Hey!
everyone.
Listen,
Great to
we
be
are
here.
excited to have you in the building. We are amped, if you could not tell. And one of the things we were introing in, why we said that is because when we started this show, it wasn't a lot of people that looked like us that were making content about VR. And we wanted to use this show to expose not just what we're doing, but what everyone is doing in VR. And so we're just so excited to have you on our 50th episode. So, you know how the show goes. You have watched it many times. Thanks for everyone who is tuned in now, because this is the part of the show where we get excited because Joy's about to take over and ask some incredible, amazing questions. So let's go ahead and get into it now.
Absolutely. And so, Kaleah, how did you first get into VR? And what made you decide to go into content creation, VR content creation?
Ooh, that's a great question. Um, Unlike your other questions, of course. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. Um, First, content creation, been doing it forever. So my sister had a YouTube channel and she actually hit almost 100,000 subscribers and I watched her grow and I was really motivated by her. And with that being said, she's my older sister. She had a camera, so I would steal her camera, make my own videos. And so I've been making content for a long time. I have a lot of
Mm.
embarrassing videos I might unlist one day. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I'm scared. But I remember it was during COVID, the lockdown. I I didn't really recognize myself. I looked in the mirror and I was kind of like, something isn't right, and I want to work out, but I can't go to the gym. I don't really have much to do here. So I don't know exactly what happened. I must have seen a commercial. I must have seen something on YouTube, but I went right to my local Target, got me a VR headset and downloaded FitXR, and I was like, I want to know if I can lose weight from playing VR. And so I picked up my camera and said, "Hey everyone, my name's Kaleah. Can you lose weight with VR?" I don't know, but kind of holding myself accountable by putting these videos or these weekly vlogs out. That's kind of how I started the entire thing. So it was really random. I don't understand. I don't know.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, so I will say this. When we started watching your content, I think it was kind of midway through you kind of finding that niche between having fun with it, but also just expressing your journey. And what I loved was the vulnerability, and that's what Joy would tell me. Like, wow, her openness and her vulnerability. One of the first comments we put on your channel was like, we just wow, like you've opened your life to people. And
Yeah.
so you're like, yo, shout out to you. You're gonna be crazy. It's gonna be amazing to watch your journey. And so it's amazing to see where you are, but we don't want to skip that part. We don't get to that part yet. But yeah, just excited to hear and understand that you started this with such a pure intention. Absolutely.
Hmm. And so, speaking on top of that, like building on top of that, so what challenges have you faced as a VR content creator, and how did you overcome that?
Ooh, man, there's a lot. I mean, VR in itself, VR content creation in itself, you all know, is harder than, you can't just put up a camera and call it a day. There's always
Hmm.
some technical issue. There's always some
Oh
technical
yeah.
issue. And I'll say that's the main thing that keeps coming back. There's either no audio somewhere, or
Come
my
on.
camera file gets corrupted, or the audio is missynced. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, how did that even happen? Um, but really, I think I've just over the past couple years, I've kind of been upgrading my equipment so that happens a little bit less.
Come on.
Um,
Yeah.
but also, I think one that's a little bit more personal is kind of having eyes on you is interesting. And like you said, being vulnerable. I want to be as vulnerable as I can be, but
Yeah.
I don't want to be too vulnerable now that I have more eyes on me. So I don't say all my business, but I want to say I'm asking any of my friends in the chat right now. I overshare. I don't lie. I keep it open and honest at
Oh
all
well,
times.
you and Joy just perfectly blend because one thing Joy won't do. I'm just gonna put it on her screen for a second.
Oh, excuse me.
One thing Joy will never do. I promise. If you want a friend that ain't gonna lie to you, Joy will
Listen,
tell you. I
I'm
was
that person.
look. I was getting dressed one day and Joy was like, "You look horrible. You look bad. Like I love you,
You're
but."
welcome.
That's not gonna happen. Yes, for real. Brandon B says salute to y'all. We appreciate you, fam. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Like said,
Shout
yes,
out Brandon.
always overshare.
Yep, that's
Absolutely.
my fiance right there.
Hey, shout out to the
Oh,
fiance.
hey
We
there.
gotta get the.
Hey.
Hey, we love that tea.
Hey.
Hey,
Love
you better
it.
support. You better be on here.
You better
You
support.
look, you better be on here. But listen, so love that energy. But that's crazy. As we grow, we don't want to share. It's like you start off sharing a whole bunch, and then the more you grow, it's like, okay, well, you can go back and watch my journey. So I don't need to talk about that anymore. I'm not that person anymore.
And
Right.
also, too,
Um,
you got to know that when you're growing, there's different phases to it. And so
say
you
that.
don't want people to hold you into a place that you've grown out of. And
Mhm.
so that's why it's always great to document, to refer those people back to those things, because I've been there, I've done that, and I'm moving on.
Yes. Look. See. You see
Love
this.
that.
This. Everybody getting the good claps tonight. Okay. I'm just. It's this button gonna get
Wait,
tired tonight. Okay.
wait, is there bad claps?
Yes. There's actually bad. So this is the bad clap button. That's the
Get
bad
Okay.
clap.
You
scared.
need to
There you go.
leave. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's
Okay.
like,
That's the one.
hey,
Okay.
okay, get out of here. So you might be getting more of that button later, but anyway,
Oh
Thank
my
you. I
God.
appreciate it.
let's. I guess let's keep this thing rolling.
Yeah. So, can you share a specific project or experience in VR that you're particularly proud of and that holds a special meaning to you, and why it does?
Ooh, I talk about this so much. So, um, every year I try to do some sort of fitness journey to kind of get back on track and show people that, hey, I'm doing it. You can do it too. Do it with me.
Mhm.
And last year I had a 30-day VR fitness journey that I documented. But it ended up being the worst month ever. My grandmother ended up getting really sick. She had a brain aneurysm and a brain bleed.
Oh my
Oh
goodness!
no.
Did you? Oh, I thought
Look,
I heard the sound effect. I
look,
said,
yeah, you're like, I was like, well, see, I was like, because you're talking about, it didn't go well. I was like, well, man, that's really
and
sad
then
to
you
hear.
just,
It didn't just,
yeah,
yeah, it just
get you
came
off the
down.
soundboard.
Yeah, give me off the soundboard. Let's
But yeah,
continue.
she got
Yes.
really sick, and then my dad got into a car wreck, and he's good, thank God. My grandmother's okay, thank God. Um, but like I ended up documenting all of it, and I didn't mean to. I was taking these daily vlogs, and at the very end, I was like, I remember I typed up a script, and I was like, yeah, at the end of the 30 days, I lost this much weight. Like it was going to be this scripted type thing, but I threw it all away and was like, hey, I only lost 2 pounds. And you know why? It's because I was stressed, I was depressed,
Mm,
and, VR gave me much more than weight loss. I wasn't really trying to lose weight
yeah.
at that point anymore. I was
Yeah.
trying to just be okay. So that video was the one pinned on my channel because it's my baby. It's my baby because I can watch it and just bawl my eyes out and just yeah, that's I could talk about that forever.
No, that's what we
Yeah.
want to hear.
Yeah.
Those are the parts of the stories that really is the thought process behind where you were with that, like saying, okay, I got this journey I'm about to get into, and then having all of that. Like, how does that? Do you feel like that happens a lot? Like when you plan to do something, you're excited about something, and then it just doesn't go the way you want it to.
Every time, every time. And yeah, I think that's a perfect example of it. Just, you know, I had this entire plan. Okay, I'm going to lose this much weight. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And just life just happens. And I'm proud of myself for picking up the camera and still saying, okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing this
Yeah.
because it comes down to vulnerability again. I like to show that side of shit. Like I even cried. Like I'm not really a crier, but I cried on camera and I left it in. I was just kind of like, yeah, like this is my emotion. This is who I am. And yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It inspired in an industry that's constantly evolving and constantly changing, and while real life is going on.
Yeah. I might have to get back to you on that one because I think I think it's just motivating that I well really it's everyone
Yeah,
watching.
yeah.
So the people
Keep it real.
watching right
Keep it
now.
real. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's what I kind of think about if I don't want to upload or if I feel a little off. I'm like, hey, but let's see, we got Kristen that, wants to watch a video. And that definitely motivates me because there's definitely those people that I know from my channel. I'm like, oh, it's old girl, it's old dude. And yeah, just doing it for them, but also doing it for me, of course. I'm not going to push myself too hard, but it definitely helps.
Absolutely. It's one of those things too where, for us, and now Joy, I would love to hear your thoughts on this too. Like for us, for me personally, there's been so many times Joy has had to come in this room and tell me, keep going, because I was like, I'm throwing this channel away. This is over with. It's not worth it. We have people for some reason, and you're gonna see this more and more as you climb, especially since you've just had this crazy jump and leap. People will begin to hate on you for absolutely no reason. You didn't change. You didn't do anything different than what you are. You've been the same exact person, but for some reason they don't want to like your videos anymore. They don't want to comment anymore, but just because they see you winning and they're like, well, I don't want to support them anymore. And it's like, well, what do you? This had nothing to do with you. I didn't change on you. And so there's been many times where we were like, you know what? The people that we were making the videos for is hating us now. So why am I making the content? But Joy's like, we have to make it because there's people out there who actually care about what we have to say, who maybe don't
Yeah.
even know who we are, and actually are going to find this video later on and need someone like us to speak to them. So, but Joy, you could clean it up for me because I just came out wrong with it.
Well, this is the thing. A lot of people think that once you get to a certain level or you reach a certain plateau or whatnot, that everything is all roses, everything is all sunshine and rainbows and everything like that. But it's very hard to continue going. Sometimes
Say
you have
that.
to fight with everything that you have to continue going, not because you don't want to, but because sometimes it feels like, is it even worth it? Is it worth
Hmm.
going on and dealing with all this external pressure from people? But you know what? You always have to come back and remember your why.
Come on.
Your why did you start doing this? And so again, we are so proud of you, Kaleah, and for
Come
you
on.
to keep going and pushing through everything. I mean, what would have happened if you would have stopped? You would have never gotten to this predicament for where you are right now. And in
Yeah.
case people don't know, where are you sitting at right now on your channel?
Oh, numbers wise,
Yeah, yeah.
88,323. But I haven't checked in a little. I'm just kidding. I don't know exactly
Hey.
what it's at, but I know it's around 88,000. Which is insane.
That
You
is
all have been
incredible.
watching me since what, 1,500, maybe
The beginning.
2,000, and
Come
yeah,
on. Come
yeah.
on.
So yeah,
Listen, it's exciting. Lex, we appreciate you for sending over the super sticker. We appreciated the red rose. I'm gonna leave that rose is for
Woo!
someone
I
on
Thank
the.
you.
think she used.
Yeah.
She might have used my card. Wait a minute, I just got a card. Let me see.
Yes, indeed, brother.
Yeah,
Say,
that was my
I've been
money.
been here for about 3 years. I want to see y'all when I do enjoy the content. Absolutely love to see it.
Shout out
Jose
Brandon.
said, "Be so crazy, you mute all the hating voices. Eventually, will call it genius." Absolutely, absolutely.
Jose, what
Absolutely.
up?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Jose, a real one, man. Shout out to you, fam, for being on. Listen, so okay, we gotta we just before we go to the next question, because this is pertinent. I think there's someone on here who may watch this later. Like, what do you say to that voice when you hear like, well, don't do it no more. Like just give up. Like you just crossed over this year into 7K and you're like, hey man, things are going great. What like Joy said, what if you would have stopped? Imagine now if you would have said, yeah, I'm not gonna upload that short. I'm not gonna upload that video. So what do you tell yourself when you have those days? Like when you're sitting like that?
Get up. Get up, do it, grind. That's kind of been my mindset the past little bit. Like my fiance's been mad at me because I'm off 3 days a week, and those 3 days I'm up here doing VR stuff. She's like, "Where are you going?" Going to
Yeah.
do VR stuff.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
always just grinding. Oh, wait a minute, what?
Wait a minute. Wait, you have off days? You have something called off
Oh,
days? Uh,
well, listen. The full time job and then the part time. But
I hear you. I
Yeah.
hear you.
technically no real off days. So, but yeah, I forgot the
Yeah,
question.
and that's another thing. People don't understand the grind that comes with it. Some people may see, oh, this happened, but you don't see the work, the hours, the blood, the sweat, the tears that has gone into this to make it what it is. So again,
Hmm.
whoever's out there looking and want to be successful, it is not going to come overnight. You have to keep grinding, keep going, do not give up.
Absolutely.
And
And real
so
quick, I
with
want to
that being said, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say on that note, my sister called me earlier and she was like, "I'm so proud of you because I passed her in subs, which is crazy. I never
Come
thought I would
on.
do that." But she was like, "I'm
Love
so
it.
proud of you. I remember one day I saw you record 5 videos in one day, and that's what I knew." And that just kind of brought
Oh,
tears to my eyes because I was like, "You saw me. You
Come
saw
on.
me grinding." And yeah, so just
yes.
grind. You all got this. Whatever you want to do, trust me, I never thought these numbers. Trust me. Just I'm trying to be humble, but I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, no, you sit in that thing. Can I say this to you and speak this to you real quick on live on this show? You better be proud of what you have been able to accomplish. You have been making content for years. You have been applying yourself. You have been dropping videos almost daily, sometimes weekly. Well, definitely weekly, Wednesdays and Sundays. You've been doing it for a while. So do not Joy said it early. Do not apologize for your success. Be excited about where you are being led to and where you're about to go next. And we're expecting it to just continue to skyrocket for sure.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
so with
Thank you.
all this success and with all this being said, what impact do you hope to have on the VR community and on those who experience your content?
Yeah, yeah. I think at the end of the day, I want to just be someone, maybe just someone positive that someone can look at. Not saying like my content is like super positive or like, hey, have a great day, but just something that you
Hmm.
can just laugh at and or even feel motivated. Like, oh, like I uploaded a video of me going through a mental breakdown while playing Les Mills Body Combat and just talking through how I did not want to get the camera, I did not want to record,
Yeah.
didn't want to work out,
Yeah.
but I'm here and you can be there too. So I just want to bring positivity. That really is my main thing that I kind of want to leave here, and
Yeah.
kind of bring more to VR. That VR is fun. VR is stupid. VR is silly. I mean, Nightclub Simulator is the stupidest
Oh
game,
my
but
gosh.
that's
It
what
is the
makes
stupidest
it
game.
so. Or sorry, not Nightclub Simulator. I Am Security. Both of them are
Yes.
insane.
Both of them.
But,
Yeah.
like, they're just so goofy, and you can just have fun and just do stupid stuff, and yeah, VR is so much
Yes.
fun.
Absolutely. Look, we got Jose saying, I ain't here to hear the humble. I want to hear the brags. He said, you want to hear the brags.
No. Jose been on my Twitter talking about that now. He's like, "You better start."
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen, you gotta be on it. Becca A sent out also appreciate the super sticker with the sparkling
Thank
diamond ring.
you, Becca.
Appreciate you so much.
Thank
Universe
you,
Dragon in the building.
Becca.
Appreciate you for tuning in as
Hey,
well.
Dragon.
What up, what
Yeah.
up?
So I mean, okay. Impact. Impact is important, right? One of the first things me and Joy saw with your channel was how you brought fun to fitness. Like I'm not a big fitness person, but you make me want to get in there and be like, oh, this Fun Fit land looks kind of fun. Let me go check it out. Fun Fit actually looks fun. Little things like that, and just Did you think that you would have people want to go and work out because of your videos? Because I've seen comments in your, I've took time to research. Me and Joy watched the channel for a while, where people are like, man, you know, you make me want to go get healthier and have fun with VR. Like, did you think that would ever happen?
I guess it was kind of a goal. You know, that's a reason that I did pull out the camera to hold myself accountable, but also try to hold other people accountable. But seeing it is just crazy. That's where I'm just like, wow. Because yeah, you're right. I've gotten many comments saying, "Hey, I got a quest because of you for workout, or I've been stuck in the house, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm that, but I've been playing
Yeah,
Les Mills, been playing Fun Fit Land." And comments like that, I screenshot every single one of them. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Maybe I'll make a like big old poster, but it that's what motivates me. That keeps
That's
me going.
awesome. That's awesome. Awesome.
absolutely. And sometimes you have to go and look at those things and remind yourself because everybody has a down day. And again, that can incorporate into your why. And so that is incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And so we're going to move on to the next question. And so, what role do you think diversity and representation play in the VR space? And how do you incorporate it into your content in your work?
Damn. What? Wait. JDun switched the camera too quick. Wait a minute. Go back to Joy. Wait.
We told
He
you we was
said,
gonna come with the
I
questions.
heard it.
We were
I
ready to come with the questions. Okay, all right. So you get your stuff together. All right. Listen, we're gonna
Oh
give
my
you. I'm gonna
God.
let you think about it. Let me tell you something about, once again, get them to the metaverse. We're on the 50th episode. Diversity and inclusion, being
And
equal,
representation.
representation means everything to me and Joy. It is the whole reason why we do the podcast. It's the one of the only reasons why we have a YouTube channel. It's one of the only reasons we continue to make content on our social media, is to expose more people of all ethnicities, all beliefs, all types from around the world to understand, whether male, female, whether whatever your stance is in life. We want to assist people to get excited about what is happening in this space and let them know that it's for them. It's for them. So when
Yeah.
we ask that question, we're not asking for the deep philosophical, reasoning. We're asking you, what does it mean to you? And what are the things that you do to make sure that you represent who you are and what you bring to
In
VR
all facets.
in all
Exactly.
facets. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that comes to like this might be a little off topic, but I think about my blackness as a whole. And I'm very proud of my blackness. And one thing I'm very proud about are my dreadlocks. I love them so much. Got a
Come
little
on,
got a little
Grace.
retwist. Got a little retwist.
Hey.
Um, but what one thing that I've really, really liked, and I said this is kind of a little off topic, is seeing dreadlocks as a hair choice within the Meta Horizon app. Within
Yeah.
there's a
Say
couple
that.
other games that I've seen like dreadlocks, blacktop hoops, um, and it kind of just further proves like this is for us. This is for anyone. You can have a bald head, you can
Come
have a little
on.
Jerry curl, you can have dreads, you can have a fade, you can have this,
No, I'm not
and
now with the Jerry curl. I don't know. I don't know. That gets the okay claps. The the Jerry curl needs to
don't
stay
lie,
where it
you
was
had a
at.
Jerry curl. Let me get them pictures. I know you had one. Stop playing.
No, never had a Jerry curl. No. But I'm with you. I'm with you. Now, you just touched on something that Joy and I have been fighting for years. We tell game developers all the time, we need options for us. I hate looking down at my hands and they don't represent who I am. And so I don't play those games, being honest. If I get in the game and there's no option to be me, I immediately delete the game most of the time. Like, it's just, I don't have any grace for it. Because it shouldn't be a default skin tone. It should be for anyone and everyone, not just mine, but everyone. So I love that you mentioned that.
Yeah, and I
Absolutely.
think I think it's hard because diversity, inclusion, representation, all of that is so important and something that, of course, we and other people of color are often left out of. You know, there's a lot of things we're left out of, and I feel like VR just isn't one of them. Well, as well,
Mhm.
I'm trying to. When you said diversity, I thought of the podcast that we're not talking about. Um,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's next question.
No. I get
Try
it.
not to.
I get it. It's a delicate thing, you know. It's one of those things where the metaverse and Joy was the one that really kind of got me to understand this. Being a graduate of an HBCU, kind of getting more involved in local government, and just explaining to me that was some things I just wasn't attached to. I wasn't really paying attention to as much, and understanding our rights as people, and understanding the rights of every person on the planet. Just trying to navigate this metaverse thing when you begin to see a pushback to what has been a really open platform for all types of people, and now it's feeling like we're going kind of stepping back. And so we're going to continue. This is why this podcast is here, so get in their face to say we're here. We're going to continue to make loud and proud everything that we're doing, not just as a race, as a culture, not just as who we are authentically, but who others are authentically as well. But Joy, I
And
would love
also
to hear
too,
you. Yeah, there you go.
it is very important for children to see representation of who they are, because
Mm,
again, I shared the story of going into a game and I'm froed out in my avatar, and this avatar comes up to me. Lo and behold, it's a child, and a white skinned avatar comes up and crying, and I'm like, what is going on? And long story short, it comes to find out it is a black girl that is in a white avatar, and the reason why she felt like she had to dress like that was because she felt like she wouldn't be accepted.
come
And
on.
so then once she saw that I was there, she was like, oh, okay, I can be myself. And so that goes
Mm,
in. Ever since I had that experience, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't know. I didn't think that that was a thing. I didn't know that representation and seeing someone who looks like you in a space, especially for a child, is so important. And so from there, that moment on, I decided, hey, representation is everything to these kids, to let them know that you can be yourself, you can
Yeah.
be whoever you are authentically 100%. If you believe in something else, that's okay. We're all human beings,
Yeah.
but be you, you're loved, and so that's why we always advocate for representation and for people to be authentically themselves, and not for you, for the children and the generation that's coming up.
And I'm gonna be honest, and I'll put it on me so that I can get the blame for this. I don't care if you're tired of hearing about it. This is this is why we do what we do. This is the reason why we come as hard as we come. If you tuned into the last podcast, you saw how crunk we got excited about XR when we explaining to people that we're trying to spread this thing as far as it can go. But you're not going to silence the voice of our culture and what we're trying to accomplish. Is not to dominate. It's not to overtake. It's to make sure
No.
we have a place at the table and it is equal across the board. So look, we answered it for you, Kaleah. We gave you that.
thank you. Look, I just threw. I said blackness and knew y'all would chime in. See, look how easy.
It's this the thing. It's about being. It's not just about, because it's this whole thing about race. It's not about race. What it comes down to is I am not judged by my character. Unfortunately, I am judged by the color of my skin. And until we become a world where I'm no longer judged by this, I have to be proud about this. And that's what it's all about. But look, we got super chats in the building, so we want to make sure we
Erica,
appreciate
That's my
you.
thank
mom.
Hey, Erica,
you.
look,
That's my mom.
hey, we appreciate you
Hey.
dropping the bands. Look, say dropping the bands. We appreciate it. XR Rob with the fist up. We appreciate you. Jose
Hey.
showing
What up,
love as
Rob?
well. And of course, Morgan again with the super sticker with the diamond time and appreciate
Come
you
on,
so much.
Morgan. Come
Hey.
on.
Listen. Christian Perez said absolute representation matters so much. Now, this one's about to
Yes.
get me, Joy. I hope I got some tissue around. Brandon B said, I got my first Quest 2 after seeing JDun and Joy. I never told them this before, but I was sold
Oh,
after watching a few of their videos. Listen, man.
oh, thank you so much, Brandon. Oh, we're so
Listen.
glad you're in the Quest family, in the
That
VR family. Thank you for
that
being
means
here.
that means so much. Thank you so much. That you don't know how much that means to us. Jose with the wow, look, XRI with the yes, Lord. And A represent. Listen, we're gonna have fun. You guys know this. We got Kaleah on. She has fun on her channel. We have fun all the time. We like to party. We lit Metaverse party. Woohoo! But sometimes we have to touch on and get amped about and get excited about talking about
Yeah.
representation. It really truly matters. And if you are pricked by this, then you're unfortunately a part of the problem. And so you need to, get over that and try to understand and take a moment. We listen to everybody else's point of view. Take some time to listen to others' point of view sometimes. But anyway, let's
So
continue,
we're gonna
Joy.
keep this ball
There
rolling.
we go.
And so, what has been the most surprising or unexpected aspect of your journey as a VR content creator so far? And tell us why.
The most unexpected aspect. You know, I think it probably is just the fact that I've actually been able to make some money because I never really
Hey,
thought like it's a goal. It's like oh
Mhm.
yeah, maybe I can get monetized, make some money, but I never thought that I would be in a position where I could think about, okay, maybe I can make this my full-time thing. Not there yet,
Yeah.
not there yet. But it is something that, I've talked to my fiance about, said, hey, what do you think? What if I did this? What if I took a jump? Um,
Yeah.
and I just kind of going back to Kaleah from 3, 4 years ago that picked up that camera and said, hey, can you even lose weight with this thing? That person would never believe this person
that's
that's
it.
talking right now. So yeah.
Listen, you're not the only
That
one.
is
We
so inspiring.
we in that same position when we look at what's been happening for us, the position we've been in. It's kind of crazy, just being honest, and we're just thankful to be a part of it and see your growth as well and what you're doing as well. Just super
Yeah.
excited.
And that again, that's so inspirational to so many people because there may be a lot of people here watching right now thinking, could I make money from what I really enjoy doing? You know, and a lot of people are like, nah, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. But again, this is encouragement. Jump out there, do what you do. And when it's time to make that jump and when it's time to make that leap in doing and what you love, do it because again, find
Yes.
something that you enjoy. I mean, could you speak more to that, Kalia?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I tell my friends all the time, start that podcast, start that YouTube channel. I'll edit for you for free. I'll make your
Yes, come
thumbnails.
on,
I'll coach you through everything because the time is now. There's no point of waiting next year. Because what if,
Come
what if
on,
I waited the next year
come
and
on.
someone else
Yeah.
came on the scene and did exactly what I was doing, and maybe they were a little bit better too. So I wouldn't even have a shot. I would feel discouraged. And it's just kind of like, why not today? Whether that's
Yeah.
working out, like, oh, new year, new me. I have to start a new diet or do this, do that. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. Why not
come
now?
on.
There's
Why
no
not now?
reason to just do it. And I mean, if anyone wants to post their first video, you better tag me. I'll like it, I'll subscribe, I'll comment, I'll share. I'm just here to support anyone else that wants to do this thing. Message me. I'm very open. Analytics. I told y'all I'm vulnerable. I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you last time I cried, last time I pooped, everything. I'm sorry. See, I
Oh,
told
so
you.
I will use
I told you.
I will use this sound now. It was used wrong earlier, but I'm using it now. All right.
Oh my
You
Valid.
know what?
Valid for that one.
Let's just move to the next because yeah, that was just what
Valid.
we're not
All
gonna
right.
talk about
But
that.
no,
All
I
right.
absolutely love that. And this goes into the next question that we have is what other advice would you give someone who may be watching right now that is saying, hey, I may want to get into VR content creation, or I want to get into something that they truly enjoy, what advice would you give to that person?
Yeah, yeah. I think the main advice is just go for it. Go for it, and don't worry about the money. Don't worry about other people looking at you a little weird. Don't worry about any of that because you're doing it for you, and it's so possible. We've seen so many people get rich. Like we were talking about Kai Cenat earlier. He is
Mm-hmm.
stupid rich. And you know why? Because he turned on that camera just like we did and said, this is what I want to do. This is my
Yep.
goal.
Yeah.
And now he's over here, multimillionaire, just streaming right now and having a lot of fun. And you know that could be you. And doesn't
Yeah.
have to be content creation. It can be whatever you want to do. But take that first step because that first step is,
You know what?
whew, that's the
This
one.
this is encouraging. I'm about to
Yes.
become a quilt maker. I've been wanting to do that my
Oh,
entire.
all right. So yeah, scratch everything I just said. So if
So
you're
Oh my
JDun, you want to make
gosh.
quilt.
I
So we're
mean,
not.
so I guess I can't make quilts. Okay, cool.
Oh
But no,
my
no, I
gosh.
love that. I love the genuine advice. You know, the things that we say all the time is, like you said, the time is now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Do it today because you'll always every day is tomorrow. Every day. Oh, well, I'll do it tomorrow. You'll come back the next day. You'll do it the next. You'll never do it. You have to do it. I tell people too. You know, you shared on your Instagram earlier a few days ago that you've been doing YouTube for a long time. I also have been doing YouTube for a long time. Joy has been doing content creation for a long time. We didn't start, we gave up a long time ago. I gave up on my YouTube channel. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. But if I would have kept going, if I would have just kept going, we wouldn't be sitting here today. Okay, somebody would be interviewing
I
me.
always think
I'm
about
saying,
that. I always think about that. What if I kept listen, I was a fingerboarder. If actually I won't give you all that lore. Maybe I'll share that. I'll share that one day. I'll share my
yes,
old videos. I'll unlist wait, how's it? I'll public it. I'll put anyways, I'll put them up. I'll put them up for y'all one day.
yes, love to hear it.
Yes. But again, a lot of people when they I made a post the other day of stop apologizing for being you. One of the steps that it takes to make these videos and put the camera on is accepting who you are right then and there. You know, a lot of people want to imitate and want to be somebody else, but you have to accept who you are in order to even start, you know? So
Mhm.
again, be you, continue going, and take the advice that Kalia gave. Start today. Start
Listen,
right
I
now.
don't need you to be a Big Mac, be a Burger King, be something else. Be a Big Mac, been a Big Mac forever. Don't take the secret sauce. Don't try to take the secret sauce. Burger King tried to have the BK King. It didn't work. Okay, it didn't work.
Mm-mm.
All right, so you don't need to take someone else's sauce. Go make your own sauce. Cane's got their own sauce. Chick-fil-A got their own sauce. Go make your own sauce for your own content and make your own videos because believe it or not, there's someone like Brandon B said, our videos touched him to go get a quest, but somebody else may need your video for them and it may not be us, and that's okay. That's because you go to Baskin Robbins, this it's multiple flavors, right? Everyone doesn't like the same thing, so stop
Are you
copying.
hungry? What? Wait,
No,
hold
You
up. You
see
it's
all
hungry
these
or what?
food references, right?
actually, I kind of
Okay.
am. I kind of
Okay.
am. But the point, and listen, y'all bugging me up. But Jose said he want a quilt made by JDun, right?
Oh,
Oh
So
my
the
gosh.
AF
I
quilt.
mean, it's yeah, we about to make that happen. All my old content is glow sticking and cheesy video game ranking videos. Listen,
Love it.
you better keep doing it. You better keep going.
Exactly.
You better keep making it. All right, I love that. All right, Joe. I know we
And also
got
I want
a.
to say,
Oh,
I
go
was just
ahead.
gonna say real quick, if y'all ever want to feel motivated, go look at one of my first videos I ever made on VR, and you will be like, okay, this was awful. It was trash. And just think of where you start, you only get better. I don't like looking at my
Absolutely.
old videos, but sometimes I do just to kind of humble myself. But but yeah,
And see
just look at
how
my
far
old
you've
content.
come.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And so What's next for KaleahVR? Are there some exciting projects coming up, or collaborations, or goals that you're working on? Is there anything that you would want to share with the people?
Ooh, a nice little plug. Yes, so I have a couple exciting things. Some things I can't share, but one thing
Mhm.
I will share is I'm currently doing a 30-day fitness challenge right now. But I'm not doing
Woo!
it alone. I have two of my best friends that are also doing it with me. And we've been documenting it. We're 16 days in, and the winner gets $500.
Come
And
on.
I
Woo!
might be giving away a Quest 3S in that video. So just to kind of
Oh,
celebrate my channel growth and give back to the community. So yeah, it's a really good video. I'm editing it a lot every single day. I'm spending hours on it. So I hope it's a good video. But yeah, that's it
Okay,
for now.
okay.
yes.
We love that. That's exciting, man. That's exciting. I love videos like that. They're longer and deeper. And I mean, and now you got to include us in one of these videos next time because I mean, I can stand to lose a little weight, but I really want that $500. And so the money motivates
I
J
feel
Dunn
like
every time. Yeah. But not that's really cool
Anyway,
to be able to do something like that with your friends and just have a good time. It's one of the things that Joy and I love the most. VR date nights, having fun. It's not people think it's competitive. We're just having fun. It's not. Kaleah, you've been a part of some of our hangouts. Here you go. Look, Joy. Go ahead.
nah,
I knew
I
it was
don't
gonna
have
so
come back
anything to
up.
say.
competitive.
I knew it was gonna
I
come
don't
back
have
up.
anything to say because the competitiveness comes from the other side of the
Oh,
person that's not on this slide right now. So,
that is a lie. Look at the
and
face.
Kalia is a witness.
I have the face of an angel.
I
So
cannot.
I y'all know y'all were in the room. We were in the game. We're not gonna talk about. I still got the footage, so I can prove. Okay,
Oh
I was
God.
blowing on bowling balls and y'all was knocking them down. I don't want to hear nothing. I was blessing
All
y'all
right.
socks off. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Joy, go
Just
ahead.
because
Let's
your
go
breath was
ahead.
hot. Uh-uh.
Okay. Okay. All right.
All right, so we've come down to the final question. The show is called Get Them to the Metaverse. How will you continue to get people and expose them to the metaverse?
Yes, so I'm gonna keep posting multiple times a week. Wednesdays for my Wacky Wednesday, where I play a VR game that is not fitness related. So I'm playing stupid, silly, fun games to make you laugh, make other people look at VR and see how fun it can be. And then, of course, my normal Sunday videos where I focus on mental and physical health. Hopefully, motivate some people to get a VR for that reason. And then, of course, I
Yes.
got to post my shorts now.
That's
So
it.
I'm going to be making some shorts that are fun, funny, and also hopefully around mental and physical health as well. Hopefully, more people can have eyes on VR as a whole.
Oh man,
Love
that's a
it.
great answer. That is a great answer. Listen, this has
Love it.
been a phenomenal show. Come on, y'all, come on, get the good
Yes.
claps in the chat. If you in the chat, make sure y'all get the good claps. We don't want the bad claps. We want the good claps. All right, well, this time we about to end the show out. But Kaleah, do you have any last words you want to say before we get out of here?
One more thing. Kai Sinat definitely saw my short and copied me. Kai, where's my money? Kai, fly me out. Kai, where you at? That was it.
Hey, that collaboration would be crazy.
That collaboration is on its way. We gonna speak it into existence. I believe he saw that video and said, wait, that thing going crazy. We gotta jump on this thing and make something happen.
It's not.
Joy, what you got to say to the people?
Thank you again for tuning in to Get Them to the Metaverse. This was the 50th episode and it was incredible. Thank you again for rocking with us as always. And JDun, what you got to say to the people?
Listen, 50 of these things, I don't even know how we've done it, but listen, this is going to be the end of this first season of Get Them to the Metaverse. We couldn't have had a better guest to be on this show. Listen, when we come back in February, we're going to have a new feel, a new vibe, and we're going to take it to the next 50, and we're going to ride out into the Metaverse sunset. Listen, this has been a phenomenal show. You've been a phenomenal audience. Thank you again for tuning into Get Them to the metaverse. We'll see you
Hey.
next time. Peace.
Peace.